Welcome to Creature Fridays, where I give you a quick introduction to one of the animal species we have in the UK. For the 14th video, we're going to take a look at Bombus pratorum, or the early bumblebee. Early bumblebees look different depending on the type of individual. Queen bees are 1.6 centimeters long with a 1.3 centimeter long forewing. Workers and males are 1.2 centimeters long with a 1 centimeter long forewing. The queens have typical black and yellow banding, and her worker daughters look like smaller versions of her. However, they can vary from having yellow hairs as abundant as the queens to almost no yellow hairs at all. The yellow thorax bar is usually there, but sometimes only a few yellow hairs. The yellow bar in the middle of the abdomen often has a break in the middle, and it's sometimes absent. The pinkish-brown tail hairs are usually present, but they can vary in colour shades. The workers have pollen baskets on their back legs. Males are similar but don't have these pollen baskets and have more yellow hairs than queens or workers, including a yellow face. Older bees start to turn pale and their hairs turn into darker white shades. The different roles have different responsibilities. New queens don't contribute to their nests and will leave to search for males or to forage, only returning to take shelter. They will find a new nest site after mating to start a new colony, and are the only bees that are capable of producing new queens. The queens produce workers, which take on foraging roles or perform duties within the nest. They can't produce other workers or queens, but they are able to lay eggs that become males. Late into the nest's lifespan, the males are produced. They deplete the nest's food supply to stock up before leaving. After going, they don't return to the nest, instead staying out to search for new queens and taking shelter under leaves. If you want to learn even more about our bumblebee species and their nest structures, then make sure to check out my video on bees, which I've linked to below. The males patrol circuits, laying down their scents to attract females and searching for nectar to drink. Their sole aim is to mate with a newly emerged queen before they die. Once mated, these new queens will rest over winter, emerging in March. They're one of our earliest bumblebees to emerge after winter, earning them the name of the early bumblebee. The emerged queen starts her new nest, with workers appearing in April and new queens emerging in May. The workers will forage until autumn, when the nest naturally starts to die out. The early bumblebee is one of our most widespread and abundant species. In the south of the UK, the queens emerge so early that their newborn queens can sometimes skip the overwintering step and start a second colony that year. In the north, the queens tend to emerge a little later, so in these areas the bees will only have one generation a year. Early bumblebees forage on a range of flowers like white clover, lavender, sage, thistles, raspberries and blackberries. They're actually known to visit the flowers of more than 140 different species. If you enjoyed learning about this animal, then make sure to check out some of my other videos. Subscribe to Ferroforest to keep learning about UK nature.